Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rena. Today I've got a very exciting video. I am doing a project panning serial videos on YouTube for 2021. So I've collected some of my makeup stuff that I really need to use it up, heating pan, use it up, or really give my final verdict. Should I leave it or just keep out of from my collection, throw it in the trash if they're really not working? So yeah, that's what we're gonna do for today, sharing you all the things I put it in for project pan for 2021. If you want to do something similar, I encourage you to join me and we can all, check I'm planning every 3 months to do an update, but I might do more frequent updates if I end up using up a lot of products or a lot of them are not working, So yeah, I really like the idea of doing project panning, particularly if you do a little bit of recording or even just do a record of how much product you started with and how much you've used it throughout the period of time. It really motivates you to do more and help you to know how much product you're actually going to use that throughout entire year, so you don't have to buy a lot. Although that is not practical, we always need more. I have way more lipstick than I can ever finish, but I'm still buying. It brings joy, but in the meantime I want to be shopping more reasonable rather than too many of impulsive shopping events happening in my life. Alright, without further ado, let's just dive into the video. And don't forget, if you like today's video, please give me a thumbs up, consider subscribe to my channel, leave all your comments down below. If you are joining me for project panning for 2021, what are you including? And yeah, I'll just say hi. I like saying hi to you guys too. Let's just dive in. Start with the primer. I've got two primers here. One is this Flower Beauty In Your Prime Hydrating Primer. This one claims a smooth blurs, long-lasting makeup wear, and lightweight. I figured this one is really good of lasting my foundation, but I've got so many other primer seems to be good at lasting my foundation, also minimize my pores. I feel it's more for hydrating purposes, not so much of minimizing my pores. But it is working okay. There's no reason for me to just throw it away since it's been working as the way it's supposed to be. So I'm putting in this project pan. So I'll just try to use this up as much as I can so I don't feel like I've wasted all my money. And the other primer that I've got here is for a pore minimizing primer. It's another silicone primer. This is from W7 Prime and Glow Illuminating Primer. And you can tell this is already a heating pan. So my aim for this primer is to use it up. Completely finish it. Can't wait. I've got another brand new backup because for a certain period of time I thought there are discontinuing this, and at that time I couldn't have a better pore minimizing primer, although I have other ones now. So yeah, I'm just trying to finish this up. It is really good at smoothing my pores, minimize my pores, and have a really nice smooth base. I've also included this in my video of everything using under $10 makeup getting ready with me video. So if you want to know the application, I'll leave that video up above and down below. For foundations, I've got two here for 2021. First is Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup. I've got in the color 3W1. The shade is the huge problem for this foundation. Otherwise I wouldn't put in my project pan. I probably would finish this by now if it's my perfect shade. So this shade was suggested by department store assistants, and I still see that lady work in that particular department store. I don't know why she introduced this color to me. It's way darker than what my skin can ever reach. There's no way that I go back to that store for that lady, and that is also why I do online shopping a lot these days. So if the color selection was not right, which still happens a lot of the time, that is completely on me. I'm not blaming anyone. But for a department store beauty section assistant, I really don't think you should suggest me this color. I mean, if anyone knows a little bit of makeup should know this color is way too deep, and that was a really bad experience. I'll never go back to that store. So what happens with this foundation was, because it's so dark, I can only use a little bit every time, and then I've been mixing with my foundation dropper, so I'll probably end up just with a quarter left. So I will just try to use it up as much as I can. I'm aiming to finish this bottle though, because everything else seems to be pretty good. It was my holy grail apart from the shade, and I still think it's a really good foundation, but makeup world has changed so much over the years. There are so many good affordable drugstore ones, particularly from Australia. Australian brand like the Australia's Fresh and Flawless foundation. It was really similar to this one, so I don't see myself spending that much of money plus that experience. I just don't want to go back to purchase any Estee Lauder makeup for a short period of time. The other foundation that I've got is this YSL Stick Foundation. I've used maybe, I don't know how much I've used it up. I probably used that 20% of this foundation. This foundation gives a really natural look, which I really like, quite easy to apply on your face. You can use your fingers, sponges, brushes, everything, and that's all good. But it only lasts me for like 4 or 5 hours before it starts to be eaten by the skin, if you know what I'm saying. I only use this if I'm going for, saying, supermarket shopping or very short period of time, saying picking up my sister, and that day I haven't been out or anywhere, I haven't been putting on any makeup, that's gonna be the time I put this on. I will try to use this up because I spend my own money, purchases really not worth the money. If you want similar stuff, also from a department store, try the Lancome Stick Foundation. Works really similar but lasts a bit longer. That one can last you 6 to 8 hours with no problem. You still see the same problem after that 8 hours mark, but not like this 4 or 5 hours. That's a huge difference. Okay, for setting powder, I've got two as well. One is this Essence All About Matte Fixing Compact Powder, and you can tell it's just hit the pen the other day when I was swatching it. So I am really confident of using this one up, or at least that's how I feel at the moment. It used to be one of my holy grail, really affordable drugstore matte setting powder. But over the years, I found other ones way better than this, and they're still relatively very affordable. This one does set everything in a matte finish, but it didn't help me to control much of my oil as I would prefer. And I've been buying a lot of setting powders over the last couple years, so I haven't really been using this a lot. So I thought, give it a one last chance, put it in my project pan and use it a little bit more before I get rid of it. The other one is a e.l.f. under eye setting powder. This is their old design. Now they come in with this round little shape. I just need to finish this up before I get a new one. I've been really loving this one. It's brightened the under eyes, a satural concealers. It's not causing any creases underneath. It's not feeling dry. It's actually a really good product, but I just want to get rid of this one so I can purchase a new one. And yet I don't want to throw it away because I'll feel really guilty that way. So I'm just trying to finish up. I'm almost halfway through it, and maybe a little bit more than a half left. So I'm just gonna try to finish this up as much as I can before I buy a new version of it. And for my brows, I've put in 3 products here. First is a brow pencil. This is from Savvy by designer brand Brow Liner. This is in the color gray. It's actually a really good product, that one that you can find from the drugstore in a cool tone shade, which is suitable for a dark skin color. Or not skin color, dark hair color like mine. This one came in broken because I did a online haul. So I'm just gonna put it in my project pan, try to use it up. I am planning to repurchase this, but I need to go in store and get it, so I don't want to receive another broken version. And I've also put in this MCOBEAUTY Clear Brow Gel to, you know, calm and set everything. I've only used it a couple times. I figure it's working okay, just like a normal standard clear brow gel. It's not one of those that will last you absolutely all day and make your brow moves nowhere, but it's a standard drugstore clear brow gel that works. But I don't know if I'll repurchase. However, the other main reason I put in the project pan, as you may be able to tell, it's got a clear package. It's gonna be so easy for me to see how much I've used it up, and also to show you guys in front of the camera. So yeah, you're winning on your packaging. The other one is the one that I was just gonna give it one last go, so I'll let you know definitely by my first update whether I'm gonna keep it or it's completely used up or dried out, or you know, whatever. This is the Maybelline Brow Drama Sculpting Brow Mascara in the color medium brow. There's a lot of brow in this sentence. So I actually hate this mascara wand. I get the idea you want to go really precise when you brush it. I just don't like this design, but every time when I use it, it seems to be working okay. So I haven't convinced myself that I'm gonna throw it away just because I hate the application. So that's everything for my brows. And I've got 2 products for the concealers. I forgot to mention that when I mentioned my base product. One is from CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous Concealer. I've got in the color medium. This one almost finished, but I was testing all my concealers here and I finally finished everything, but I'll just bring that video in 2021 and I start to introduce you guys my makeup collection just to show you what I've got if you are are interested. So if you are, please consider subscribe to my channel. Anyway, this is actually a really good concealer. It provides a light to medium coverage. Actually, the Ready Set Gorgeous line concealer and their foundation, both of these are really good. I love both of them. These two products are really good, are really affordable. So if you haven't checked it out, I do recommend to go try these two. It's really good. I definitely would like to repurchase this, but if you see that collection of my concealer, you would know that I don't need another one recently. It's one of those situations that I really want to repurchase another one, but I have way more others that I need to use it out first, which is why I'm doing the project pan here. And the other one is the Moto's Own Flawless Concealer Palette in the color Light 01. So I've already hit pan on one of these. You might be able to tell because it's in this cream formula. It got some of the, you know, the dirty fur and the dust over time. That is why I put it in the project pan, because I don't want to, you know, stay in my collection for too long. This is a really moisturizing concealer. You can probably tell, it feels like you can see all the oils here. It is so moisture, like it's so good. This is the most hydrating concealer I've ever used. And that comes to the problem, it doesn't stay very long under my eye. I'll probably say 4 or 5 hours, same as that YSL stick foundation. So this will be the concealer that I use for a short outdoor times. Don't have to wear it for a long time, and I still love that moisture under my eyes because it's not drying. And the other thing come with a really creamy concealer is it doesn't having a high coverage. This one's only got a light coverage, but I do like they have 4 shades and I've been enjoying it while I'm using it. I figured this whole line is discontinuing, so I really need to use it. You know, I don't need to have it in my collection, but I actually do really enjoy the hydration, so I'm putting in my project pan. Give it one last chance for an entire year before I get rid of it. I've got a face palette here. This is from the designer brand Shine Bright Base Face Palette. This is a 5 colors palette, I believe. Yes. It's got 2 highlighters, 1 bronzer, but it's a cool tone bronzer, a bit of on the cool tone side, so you can use this as a contour, which I really like. And the cream product I've never used. You can use it on your lips, on your cheeks, I believe, and a really bright blush color. So I'm more aiming just to use these 3 products, hit the pan. I don't know if I want to depot this contour or bronzer shade in particular, because it's the cool tone. I love it, and I can use it to contour my nose around a little bit. Not quite sure yet, see how I go. And plus, this is their limited edition. I believe this limited edition was a couple years ago, so it's about time that you need to let it go. But the other 3 that I mentioned, the contour and the highlighter or bronzer or whatever you call it, is actually working pretty well. So I enjoyed it every time I used this, so I thought, yeah, perfect one to put in a project pan. The other face product is this Basic Beauty Trust Fund Jelly Highlighter. So I received this in one of the Bella box recently. I'm really not quite sure how I would like the formula of jelly highlighter. The name jelly seems to be a bit of confusing in my opinion. So these products are like a potato smash type, like the ColourPop's ones. So it can be used as a cream, but it's actually a powder-ish product. So I'm still trying to figure a way to put it in my makeup routine that I feel like I'm comfortable using it every day. And this color can be used as a blush as well as a highlighter. It's almost like, you know, 2-in-1 sort of product. So I thought I need to put this in my project pan because the few times that I used it, it seems to be working okay and it's quite nice, like a natural glow. But every time if you ask me to choose a highlighter or a blush, I never pick this one because I've got other powder ones that I prefer. So I need to put it in my project pan, forcing myself to use it and test it out, see if I really like it, or if it's really not working for me, then I don't need to keep it. So it's one of those situations here. And then we get into the eyes. Let's quickly talk about the eyeliner. This is a funny purchase. I just swatched it over here. You can tell this is one of the stamp thing. This is from the Quick Flick. So one side is giving you a stamp, wrong side. This side is giving you a stamp, which if you're having trouble doing a wing, which I have all the time, you just stamp it at the outer end of your eye and they'll just give you this perfect wing, and you use the other side to fill up the rest of the eyeliner here, and then you just look like like a makeup pro. So I've got in the size 12mm. So it's like huge wing liner. So I guess I wasn't getting the idea of 1.2 centimeters can be this big. So I couldn't actually use it for the purpose of this design. So I put it in my project pan, just gonna use it as a normal eyeliner. Particularly this side is just a normal felted tip, so I can use it as a normal eyeliner. And then if I finish this side, this is the right side, and then they have a left side, I'll put the other one in the project pan, and then I can, you know, get rid of this whole pair. It's actually really good liner. The tip is quite soft and it's easy to draw, and yet it having the enough stiffness that is not too soft. You know, some of them can be too soft to control. It's just like the perfect balance. I actually like the eyeliner, but I got it the wrong size. So if you are aiming for these, definitely can give it a go, but check the size first before you purchase your perfect one. And the other eye product is this L'Oreal Paradise mascara in the waterproof form. I had this more than 6 months, and I know most of the time it will be dry out by now, but I used this on my eyes today, and I've used it a couple times in the previous videos, actually a lot, and it's still having quite a bit of formula. I've got a new like full backup one, but not in the waterproof formula, it's the regular formula, and I compare the weight, this is almost like gone. It's still performing good and it's not drying, so definitely need to use this up ASAP. And then I'll start a new one, and I'll let you guys know which one I put in my next update. Now we're going into the eyeshadows. I can't believe I put 3 eyeshadows here. Who am I kidding? Am I going to use it all up? No. But let's quickly tell all the stories about these eyeshadows. First, the one I put here is this Maybelline Lemonade Craze. This is a palette I have a love-hate relationship. I absolutely love the small colors here. Particularly the old-fashioned and sugar-coated are 2 of my favorite ones. And then the Strawberry Lemonade is really good as well. All these little matte colors, it's good for a colorful makeup, for someone who just wanted a subtle colorful makeup. But the 4 big ones over here, they're a terrible formula. I hate it. So I'm just gonna try to use these 2 up. If they're a hitting pan, then I am more than happy to get rid of this palette. And the other eyeshadow palette is the designer brand's Mineral Eyeshadow Quad in the color In the Shadows, I believe. So this is a really basic everyday eyeshadow palette. I purchased this quad because I was just curious of the formulation of designer brands eyeshadows, and they're actually pretty good. And I like how they have the numbers here. Pretty much you can't see it now because I've used it for a few times. 1 for base, 2 for outer corner, or like the shading color, and then outer corner number 3, and then number 4 for your eyeliner. It's good, but do I have all these colors in other eyeshadow palettes? Yes, I do. Is there anything particular outstanding in terms of their formula? No. Affordable? Yes. So end up to be a very average eyeshadow palette that I don't have to keep in my collection. That is why I put it in here, and once I hit pan on any of these colors, these palettes are good to go. The other one is the one that I have a bit of a story. This is a Lancome gifted with purchase palette, their color design line. So the story behind this eyeshadow palette is I was taking my mom to the department store, and we are purchasing some Lancome skincare. I was paying for it, and we went ahead and purchased all this and that for her birthday, I believe, and this is one of the gifts that they give it to me, and mom said I can have it. So it's having a really sentimental, like, special place in my personal collections and in my heart as well. But as you can tell, because I got this from like high school or uni, it's been for many years. Some of the colors are getting quite hardened, but it still works perfectly on the eye. So I'm trying to heat in pan or just use it a little bit more. Use it, but I'm not planning to throw it away even after the project pan. It's been for a long time, but my mom still bring it up every now and then, and she's so proud that I took her to the department store and bought the skincare. So I prepared something special for her this year because I figured, well, when I was doing the project pan, I saw this eyeshadow palette. I was like, Rena, you haven't been treating mom the way that you were when you were at school. So since I got work, I got busy, I left home, there's so many things happen. I feel like I'm sort of neglecting the love to everyone in my family, although they still love me like very much. So I need to bring that love back. So I love to have this eyeshadow palette in my collection. It always just reminds me, like, you know, the old good times, and don't forget you can always create more lovely memories. And now we have the last but not the least category, which are the lipsticks. I've actually got 3 lipsticks. First up, I've got this Revlon Color Burst Lacquer Lip in the color 130 Tease. This one almost finished. It's a very lovely coral-ish color that I love to death for a period of time. And then I just, get sick of using it because I was using it all the time. Now I figure it's time to use it up. I did found with Revlon lipsticks, it can make your lips feel a bit of dry at the end of the day, or if you use it for a couple days consistently. So I'm not planning to use it like all the time, every day to finish up, and that is also why I've got 2 other products here. This one is the brand The Face Shop, so this is a Korean brand. I don't think they sell this in Australia at all, even when they were available. This is a limited edition. This is a collaboration with Trolls. My sister was loving Trolls. We went to the Dream World and she had the troll makeup. We had a photo. Anyway, I was sort of into the Trolls because I just watched so many times with her. So I've got this Ink Draw Jewel Lips in the color 05 Magic Rose. So you've got one lip liner on one side. I don't like this lip liner very much. I mean, the colors are pretty, but it's a bit too creamy. It seems to be sliding around, but I really do like the ink on the other side. So this is a lovely pink that is supposed to be paired with the liner, which you can tell. It really gives you a nice shade here, and the liquid lipstick is actually having a really good staying power. Like, even if you eat, drink, you still see very good even color payoff on your lips. So I'm really loving it, but it's just been in my collection for a couple of years. Consider when was Trolls first came out, 2 years ago. So I really need to use this up before I throw it away. I just couldn't resist the formula. And the last one is from NYX. This is their Simple Nude Lip Cream, and I've got in the color 90 or 06. I received a broken one, like, I don't know if you guys can tell. This is how much I've left with this one, but it's actually completely broken here. It sometimes falls, sometimes it just stays. I really like this color. It's the perfect nude in my opinion for what I like, with a hint of brown within. I can't take this with me when I go on travel, so I just decided to put it in my project pan, use it up as much as I can. And I do have like similar shades these days in my collection, of course, considering I have 4 or 5 drawers of lipsticks. I definitely have something similar. Alright, that is everything for today's video. I've got some lipstick right here. Oh my gosh, what is happening? If you like it, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and consider subscribe to my channel. I hope everyone have a lovely holiday, Happy New Year, all the happy things. I hope you have had a great day. Let's stay safe and stay positive in the meantime, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!